It was a cool September morning when we packed up the car and set off for Yellowstone National Park. Visiting Yellowstone had been on my mind for a long time. I have heard so much about its geysers, wildlife, and dramatic landscapes, and September felt perfect time to go. The summer rush was fading, the weather was still nice. I talked to my wife, and we both agreed it was time for an adventure. So we loaded up the car full of excitement and started our journey toward one of America's most iconic national parks. So we are heading towards our boarding gate. यो छैन तिम्रो खाना फिट्याउने छैन जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई सरी लाग्न त लाग्यो अब झर्छ भने फेरि चलायो भने एउटा निस्किन्छ While we were sitting at the airport and waiting for our next flight, I took a moment to check the ring camera at home, just making sure everything was fine before we left. It felt surreal knowing we were just a few hours away from seeing Yellowstone for the very first time. I could not wait to experience those iconic views in real life. After waiting at the gate, it was finally time to board. We grabbed our backpacks and headed toward the plane. Excitement started to build. Once we got to our seats and settled in, it started to feel real. We were officially on our way to Yellowstone. A place we had only seen in photos and videos was now just a flight away. At Salt Lake City, Utah, and our next flight is to Bozeman, Montana.
Ready?
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 Let's go.
कसो
We finally landed in Bozeman, Montana. The flight went smoothly, comfortable, and quick. As soon as we stepped out, we could feel the fresh air. We decided to stay the night in Bozeman so we could rest up before driving to Yellowstone in the morning. I had rented a red Jeep for the trip, perfect for the rugged roads and wide open views we were about to experience. Everything was coming together and we could not wait for the adventure to begin. We had a good night's rest at our hotel in Bozeman, clean, quiet, and just what we needed after the flight. In the morning, we woke up feeling refreshed and excited. Before hitting the road, we made a quick stop at Starbucks, my wife's favorite. With our coffee in hand and the crisp Montana morning air, we began our drive toward Yellowstone. The roads were peaceful, the views were stunning, and the adventure was just getting started.
नझरोस् है भगवान् फेरि मलाई एक्सपर्ट लाग्छ लाग्यो Wow, कस्तो दामी देखेको है राधेश डार्लिङ तपाईँको फोन ल्याउनु त
So we decided to take the scenic route from Bozeman to Yellowstone via US Highway 191. It was absolutely stunning. The highway winds through Gallatin Canyon with Gallatin River running right alongside us for most of the drive. On one side, clear blue water rushed over smooth rocks. On the other side, tall pine trees and towering cliffs made every moment feel like a postcard. It was peaceful, refreshing, and the perfect start to our adventure. The drive along US Highway 191 through Gallatin Canyon was so stunning, we could not help but stop multiple times along the way. The river, the mountains, the trees, everything looked like a scene from a movie. We kept pulling over to take pictures and capture videos, trying to soak in every moment. Even before reaching Yellowstone, the journey itself was already unforgettable.
कस्तो साँच्चीकै फिल भएको
We have reached at West Yellowstone City. It's a small town. It is closest to the west entrance for the Yellowstone National Park. We were feeling a little hungry, so we stopped by at McDonald's to take some snacks. And after we finish our snacks, then we will head it to the west entrance for the park. We had finally entered Yellowstone through west entrance. It felt surreal, like stepping into a different world. The first stretch of road inside the park runs right alongside the Madison River, and it was absolutely beautiful. The river was calm and clear, surrounded by pine trees and open meadows. We rolled down the windows, took a deep breath of the fresh mountain air, and just let ourselves enjoy the moment. Yellowstone had officially welcomed us. As we continued our riverside drive inside the park, we had our first wildlife encounter, bison, just casually grazing near the river, some even close to the road. It was our first time seeing them in the wild. We finally made it to one of Yellowstone's most famous spots, Old Faithful. The excitement was building as we took our seats, ready to witness this natural wonder. People gathered around, all eyes on the geyser, waiting for the next eruption. You could feel the anticipation in the air, knowing that in just a few minutes we would be watching nature put on one of its most incredible shows. The clock was ticking down and we were ready.
Woo!
On our way from Old Faithful down, we made a quick stop at Black Sand Basin. The area was filled with hot springs and geysers, each with its own unique color and texture. The geothermal features here were less crowded than Old Faithful, and it felt like we had discovered another hidden gem of the park. Every stop in Yellowstone just kept getting better. After an unforgettable day exploring Yellowstone, we made our way back to West Yellowstone, the perfect spot to end the day. From the scenic drive along the Madison River to our first wildlife sightseeings and the awe-inspiring geothermal wonders like Old Faithful and Black Sand Basin, the day had been filled with incredible moments. West Yellowstone is a charming town that offers the perfect mix of convenience and local charm. It is just a short drive from the park's west entrance, making it an ideal place to stay during your visit. Whether you are looking to relax, grab a bite, or do some shopping, there is plenty to explore here. We checked into our cozy Airbnb, which was the perfect place to unwind and recharge for another adventure the next day. As the sun set over the town, we knew our Yellowstone journey had only just begun, and we could now wait to see what the next day had in store.